Will you point the camera down a little bit? Yeah, that's good.
Brinkerhoff takes it right at Jarman, and Nick says, not in my paint. Corner Smith for three. Yes, Aaron Smith hits the three.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
After another 20-win season and a 10th consecutive appearance in the semifinals, the Rebels have their sights set on getting back to the championship game for what would be the third time in 4 years.
Reagan gets it back, fires underneath, pretty pass. Porter Weston with the finish.
Coach Ashley Brown leads the Rebels back onto the hardwood.
Clark with the offensive board. His putback, front of the rim, drops over the top and in.
And with two of last year's top scorers returning, the Rebels are ready to run.
3-2, Jordan Cook in the lane. One floats it up and in at the buzzer, Jordan Cook.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Outside right wing, Cameron Calder from downtown, he hits.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by
the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Rich works it around and finds Jarman inside. Perfect pass from Osler. Easy finish by Nick Jarman. Nick has 15 points. 12 rebounds, 5 blocks.
And now, Rebel Round Ball fans.
Left wing, Trineri for three. Yes, Case and Trineri from downtown.
Tie up the horses and turn up the volume as we head courtside to join the voice of the Rich Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Anderson, left wing, fakes the three, drives in, puts it up off the glass and in. Good evening, Rebel fans. Welcome to Rebel pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. When it's tax time, call 208-847-2601. Today, the Rebels are back at it after last night's overtime thriller and the win against Bear Lake. Tonight, the Rebels take on another Idaho team. It's the West Side Pirates. When we return, we've got the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show coming up on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
When you need to hire a semi, Saby Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Saby have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Saby Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Saby Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Welcome back to the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. Looking ahead to today's matchup in the scene set tonight. The Rebels and the West Side Pirates. Now, if you're just tuning in, if you're just joining us, the Rebel freshman team won by 8. The JV team is on top by 20 with just under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Varsity game is scheduled to start at 7 o'clock, 30 minutes from now. The Rebels are coming off an overtime win last night over Bear Lake, in which Rich scored just 16 points in the first half, but rallied in the third quarter, outscoring Bear Lake 19-7. The teams went into overtime, and Rich outscored the Bears 8-4. Rich went 4 of 4 from the free throw line in that extra time period, and Rich won 55-51. Cameron Calder had his career high of 16 points, had a great game attacking the basket, hit one from downtown. Perfect, or went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Jordan Cook had 7 points, all from the free throw line, and Aaron Smith had 12 as the Rebels beat the Bears for the first time this season and wrapped up the Bear Lake rivalry for this season. The West Side Pirates come in at 6-3. Most recently on a 3-game winning streak. They've beat Firth by 13, Ryrie by 8, and Grace by 5. So some close games, but if you look a little bit closer, Westside had lost to Ryrie earlier this season. They'd beat Firth and Grace by similar scores, but there's definitely some improvement there, as having lost to Ryrie in December, on December 8th, they beat Ryrie December 29th. Westside getting better, and that's without one of their better players, one of their top scorers, Cooper Hobson, who suffered a calf muscle bruise in practice and has not been playing with the team for the last 3 games, has not been able to practice for a little while. Coach said he's hoping to come back soon, but will not be available for tonight's game here at Rich. So Westside at 6-3. They're in the 2A Southeast Idaho League, and of course the Rebels know the Pirates well. They've played each other many times over the years. Coach Ashley Brown is brother of Coach Tyler Brown from the Pirates. Last time these teams met a year ago at Westside, Rebels had a good game and won in overtime, 75-69. Nick Jarman had 18 points and 20 rebounds in that game. Payson Willis, 15 points and 10 boards. And Aaron Smith finished with 15 points in the game as well. Rebels had good performances both times they played Westside last year. Won at Westside in overtime and beat the Pirates here at Rich for 57-45. Now, looking back at the history between these two teams, that's the first time either team has swept the other since 2013-14, when the Rebels swept the Pirates, en route to a third-place finish at state that year for Rich. Speaking of state and postseason, the Westside Pirates last year did not make the state tournament. They struggled a bit last year, just 8-15. The year before that, 20-8, and finished second at the state tournament. Lost to Firth in the championship game. No state appearance the 2 years before that, and they took third in 2012-13. 2 state titles in the history of Westside Pirates basketball, 1978 and 79. So it's been a few years. It's in the matchup between Rich and Westside, going back to the 05-06 season. Westside actually has the advantage, and there's not a lot of teams that Rich plays on a regular basis that have consistently beat Rich. And not that Westside has consistently beat the Rebels, but they have a series advantage over Rich in the last 12 years. Westside 14 wins, Rebels with 9 wins in the series. That's your scene set here on the pregame show, brought to you by Gary H. Tusher CPA for all your accounting needs. Stay tuned. We've got plenty coming up on our Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. We'll talk with Amber Lee Smith, a senior at Rich High School, and our standout student. We'll hear from both coaches as well. That's all coming up when we return on The Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When you're buying and selling real estate, you want to work with an agent that knows the area and understands property values. You want to work with an agent that listens to what you're looking for and knows how to find it for you. And it's important to know all of your options. That's why it's smart to work with the best. Gary McKee and the agents at Bear Lake Realty in Garden City, Utah, helping folks buy and sell real estate for over 25 years. When you work with Bear Lake Realty, you're working with the best. Visit BearLakeRealty.com today. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to the pregame show, presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. The Rebel JV team leads 52-32 with a minute left to go in the fourth quarter. Varsity action scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. That may be a little bit early, or they may start that just a little bit early with the freshman games and JV game ending so early on. But tip-off, again, is set for 7 o'clock. In the meantime, we have your standout student, and we'll talk with Amber Lee Smith, a senior here at Rich High School, when we return on The Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Rolene Kennedy of Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston is your Rich County representative. The mother of 5 Rich High graduates and grandmother of 3 more graduates in the making, Rolene is here for you. She's a recipient of GM's highest salesman honor, the Mark of Excellence Award winner, meaning she provides you with the best customer service in the industry. The next time you're looking for a car or truck, think Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, your Rich County representative. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Laziest Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Maggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. Ryan Steineckert at Rich High School with Amber Lee Smith, a senior. Amber, thanks for your time today.
You're welcome.
How's your senior year going?
Good.
Tell me more. What's good?
I don't know. We did really well in volleyball, and it's been fun just going through the year.
You say good mostly because of how sports are going?
Oh, yeah, that, and I don't know. I've been doing well in school, and I've been able to take classes that I want to take.
What classes are those that you want to take?
I got to take interior design this trimester, and I've been able to take some college classes so I can get ahead on that.
Okay, so speaking of college, do you know you're going to go to college after Rich High School?
Yeah.
Where?
Snow. I'm going to go there for a year.
And then?
I'll probably go on a mission.
Now, before the interview, I said we're going to talk about what's in the future, and you said, I don't know, but it sounds like you've got a few things, a year at Snow, then a mission, and then come home and?
I'll figure it out when that comes.
Now, if you could choose a spot to go on the mission, where would you go?
Over to the United Kingdom somewhere.
Somewhere, the UK, huh? Like England somewhere?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It would be fun, and it's not necessarily a really poor country, so.
Amber, you mentioned that you feel like volleyball went well. How do you feel like basketball's going?
I think it's going pretty well. I mean, we've been playing some hard teams, but I think that we've been improving a lot, so.
How tall are you?
5'3.5".
What's your position in basketball?
I'm a post.
You guys, every team you play pretty much is bigger, taller than you, aren't they?
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
We work a lot as a team, so like we have backup in case they get it in. So.
With region play starting pretty soon, do you feel like Manila, Intermountain Christian, Tabiona, any of those teams are about on the same level as you?
Tabiona probably will be.
Do you feel like, as far as like teamwork, you feel like the team's playing well together?
For the most part, yeah.
Amber, what else are you involved with at Rich High School?
I'm on the Honor Society.
Beauty and the Beast, the musical, yes or no?
No.
Have you ever done the musical?
No, I have not.
Not up your alley?
Nope.
Do you and Aaron compete in any way, like his free throw shooting percentage versus yours? Or do you guys deal with, rib each other about that kind of stuff?
Nope, because he would win.
Amber, you mentioned the college classes, the interior design. Is that something you think you might want to go into?
I've thought about it.
What do you like about it?
I don't know. I've always liked to look at houses and just see they're all unique and have like different things in them. It's kind of interesting.
Do you get to do some of that at your house, or do you go home and go, oh, Mom, Dad, we need to do something here?
I got to redo my room last year, so that was fun.
Do you have academic goals for your senior year?
Keep on doing well. I don't know.
Do you have individual athletic goals this year?
Not necessarily individual, more as a team, mostly.
What's the team goal?
Get as far as we can and do the best we can.
Beat the Bobcats?
Yeah.
Is there anything you like to do, any hobbies outside of school? You play any instruments or go horseback riding, anything like that?
I train 2 dogs and I play the piano.
Any particular music or musician that you like to play on the piano?
Nope.
Whatever's sitting on the, what's it called, where the music sits?
I don't know.
How long have you been playing the piano?
I don't know. Probably since kindergarten.
And last, what's your favorite thing about being a Rich Rebel?
How close we are as a school. We're all kind of have each other's backs. So,
Amber Lee Smith, senior at Rich High School, thanks for your time, and good luck this Saturday against North Summit and the rest of the school year.
Thanks,
Amber. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tuscher CPA pregame show, and when we come back, we'll visit with the bench leaders of today's teams in the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches show of Rich Rebel Hoops on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tuscher CPA pregame show.
Welcome to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Coming off of last night's overtime thriller and a victory over the Bear Lake Bears, the Rebels get back onto the court tonight for another rivalry game against the Westside Pirates. Coach Ashley Brown hosts brother Tyler Brown and Westside tonight at Rich High School. No one sees the game the way the coaches do, so we'll take a few minutes to visit with opposing coach Tyler Brown, and then we'll talk to Rebel headman Ashley Brown and get his thoughts on today's game on his anniversary. Congratulations to Ashley and Heather on 27 years. You're tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Ryan Steineckert with Tyler Brown, head coach of the Westside Pirates. Coach, as always, thanks for your time today.
Oh, you're welcome. Good to be here, and hopefully it's a good game tonight.
Your team is 6-3 coming into tonight's game. I got that right? How do you feel like, is that reflective of where you are as a team right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're getting better each game, and, we have one injury, but, the other kids have stepped up in Cooper's place, and I thought they've played pretty good basketball so far. So hopefully we can do another one tonight and hopefully give the Rebels a good game and give the fans some entertainment for tonight.
Saw you play and talked to you at the Flaming Gorge Classic. You guys beat 4A Jackson. You ended up with a close score against Evanston, but was that one that close?
Well, my kids didn't give up. We were down like 16 in the fourth, and they might have made a few subs, but we didn't give up. We got back in the game. We had some chances, but at least they kept going. I mean, it was close the first half. Then the third quarter, we had a bad third quarter again, and that doomed us. But they fought back in the fourth quarter and at least made a game of it there at the end.
Has that been an issue with the third quarter kind of slump?
Yeah, the first 6 games especially, but then the last 2 games we kind of picked it up a little bit defensively, and we've had a couple of good third quarters the last couple of games. So hopefully we can get one tonight too.
You're on a 3-game winning streak, and are all 3 of those without Hobson?
Yeah, it is, and then, that's what I'm saying. The kids are playing pretty good, and we've played some pretty good teams, I think. I think Ryrie's pretty good. I think First is pretty good, and I think Grace is pretty good also. So I think, they've done a good job playing together as a team, but we need Cooper back. We need to get our 8-man rotation going and, see what we can do in our district.
Now, if I remember right, you'd lost to Ryrie earlier in the season, then you beat them just within the last couple of weeks. What did you do differently? Are you getting better?
Well, I think we played defense better. I mean, at their place, I think they had like 70 points, and if we give up 70 points, there's no way we're going to win. We got to keep them down to 40, maybe 50, if that's the case, and that's going to be hard tonight. I know Rich scored, 58 last night, 60, something like that. 55, yeah, we got to keep them around that, but a little bit lower, hopefully. But, Bear Lake's a very good defensive team, so if they score 55 against Bear Lake, they might score a lot against us.
You do have some good size in the middle. You feel like that should help you against the Rich and what they do inside, all the rebounding.
Yeah, we do got good size. We just don't got good bulk, I guess you can say. I don't know if we can lean on kids like Bear Lake leans on kids quite a bit, and that's, I don't know if we can do that. But we got some good height. They don't got the muscle with it yet, but, the kids fight hard, and they do a pretty good job. So they do a good job.
What do you feel like you need to do specifically? A couple of things: shut down Jarman, keep an eye on Smith. What else against Rich?
Well, we've always tried to shut down Jarman, but we never can. It seems like he gets a lot of points against us. So yeah, we want to do that. We want to kind of limit their 3-pointers and try to keep them on the perimeter though, and make sure they don't hit too many of those. But definitely try to take away Jarman and let the other kids try to shoot from the outside. But we want to contest those shots too. I know they can make them, so anybody can make them if they're wide open. We just got to hustle, and if I think the effort's there, no matter if we win or lose, that's all I care about.
You going to at least wish your brother a happy anniversary, like before the game handshake or anything like that?
Oh, it's his anniversary, huh? Yeah, I did see something like that on Facebook when I was coming over here. So, yeah, I don't know if he knows when my anniversary is. I don't think we worry about that too much.
Coach, anything else we should touch on?
No, I hope it's a great game. Traditionally, it's been a very good game with us and Rich, so hopefully it's another one tonight, and it's very entertaining.
Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. We're about 15 minutes away from tip-off of today's action. You're tuned in to the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, presented by T7 Propane in Woodruff. Freshmen won tonight. The Rebels freshmen won tonight, I should say, 48-40. And the Rebel JV team dominated, 52-33. So Rebels 2-0 so far tonight against Westside. The varsity team, again, tip-off is set for, well, it's set for 14 minutes from now. The clock is counting down from 16 minutes, so it looks like we'll start a little after 7. Maybe we're doing the college thing, start at 7:03 p.m. We'll visit with Rebel head coach Ashley Brown when we return on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. We'll be right back with that after this on Rebel Hoops on the Wildlife, KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment. Repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture. Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Welcome back to the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. The Rebels and the Westside Pirates are on the court warming up, running through warm-ups, getting ready to roll. Rich and Westside both come into this game at 6-3. Rebels have averaged 51 points per game and allowed 43. Westside has scored a little bit more, but allowed quite a bit more, scoring 59 a game, allowing almost 57. But again, both 6-3. There's no absolute common opponents. There's some comparative scores we can do with what Westside did against Firth and Ryrie and Jackson, and what Bear Lake did against those same three teams, Firth and Ryrie and Jackson. And frankly, looking at those scores, they're so similar. What Westside and what Bear Lake have done against those three teams, not just in margin of victory, but in almost same scoring. In fact, Bear Lake lost the season opener against Ryrie. Westside lost early on to Ryrie. Both teams later in the season have beat Ryrie. So it's eerily similar scores for Bear Lake and Westside. The difference came in that that Westside lost twice at the Flaming Gorge tournament, whereas Bear Lake, I believe, won all three of those games at the Flaming Gorge. Westside lost to Green River by 15. They beat Jackson by 7, and they lost to Evanston by 4. That was, I think it was an 8-point game to start the fourth quarter. Evanston built a big lead early through that fourth and led by 16 with a minute or two left to go, maybe 2 minutes left, and Westside, against Evanston's younger players and a few subs, battled back and made it a 4-point loss, 68-64. But Westside on a 3-game winning streak. Again, both teams at 6-3. And if you really break it down and look at who's coming back from last year for each team, advantage probably goes to Westside. Stockton Brown, Zach Hobson, Dylan Lemon, and Cooper Hobson, all four were major contributors a year ago. Zach Hobson and Dylan Lemon combined for 34 points when the teams played at Westside. The Rebels won that one in overtime. Hobson didn't play when the teams played here at Rich, and Dylan Lemon had 16 points. Now, Cooper Hobson didn't score a lot last year. He was one of their leading scorers so far, or through about 6 games this season, but again, he's injured. He's here on the sideline with his team standing there and trying to get back to it, but will not play tonight. So that will certainly hurt Westside. And one area that it definitely could help the Rebels is if Rich can get out and push the tempo a bit. Westside only has 7 players dressed for varsity. So there's not a lot of depth there, and that played a factor last night. Rich winning in overtime. Rich has good depth, and they were able to use that last night and outlast Bear Lake last night in the overtime victory. You're tuned in to the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, and we're in the middle of the T7 Propane in Woodruff Coaches Show. We'll be right back with Rebel head coach Ashley Brown on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210. Ryan Steineckert with Ashley Brown and the Rich Rebel boys basketball team. Coach, I thought it was a great game last night, a win in overtime over the Bears.
Yeah, it was a dang good game. Our kids had to play hard for 4 quarters and then the overtime. And, I thought we turned the ball over a lot, but we still were able to make plays to keep us in the game. And then in the overtime, to get a few baskets to win.
I have my ideas about the difference between the first half and second half. What did you tell the boys? What was the difference in your mind?
We were very passive offensively in the first half. We were very perimeter oriented, and they were doing a good job with Nick inside. And, we couldn't get them to go to the basket, and they were just, basically standing still and just very passive. And then, the second half we tried to get them to go to the basket, and, and Cameron and Jared and those guards did a great job of getting to the basket and making some layups.
Cameron had, I think it was a career high. He had a great game.
Yeah, his three-point shot he's not making as many as he thinks he should, but he can help us in other ways, just like he did last night by going to the basket and getting layups for himself and then creating shots for others, and and that's what we expect him to do, and hopefully that gives him some confidence. He plays well the rest of the year.
You guys shot well from the free throw line, especially look at the overtime period, 4 for 4.
Yeah, and that's an area that we'd been struggling in. I think we'd gotten in the 70s one time in one of the games earlier in the year, and other than that, we were in the 50s. And and you have to be able to make foul shots. If you don't, it's a disadvantage for you. But last night we did, and it helped us win.
I felt like in the first half, Bear Lake set the tone physically. In the second half, you matched that, maybe exceeded their tone, and you guys were a lot more physical.
Yeah, and that's the other thing we talked about at halftime is we were very, very passive, and if you're playing an aggressive team, you got to match their aggressiveness, and they came out in the second half and did a great job. I think in the first half we were getting out rebounded, and Bear Lake was basically doing what they wanted. In the second half, our kids battled, and we were able to get rebounds, and it definitely helped us.
So obviously it's not a region win, it's not a state tournament game, but it still means a lot.
Oh yeah, we know going in that we'd have to play well. They're a very good team. They're going to do well in their league, and our kids they like to beat Bear Lake, and so it was a great win for us.
Tonight you turn around and you'll have another emotional, intense, another rivalry game.
Yeah, Westside's very good. They'll be similar to Bear Lake. They both play in Idaho, so it's going to be rough, and we're going to have to make sure that we match their intensity again, and and hopefully if our kids do that, they give themselves a chance to win.
Westside has another loss than Bear Lake does, but if you compare scores against Firth, Ryrie, Jackson, they're real similar scores, what Bear Lake did and what Westside did.
Yeah, they're going to be very similar. Westside's got a couple big kids, and then they got some guards that can take you off the dribble, and and then they're going to run a zone and trap you a little bit. So it's going to be very, very similar to what we've seen last night.
Do you expect them to kind of do the same thing against Jarman, really limit him and keep him out of the paint and just push and shove in front and do everything they can to prevent him getting the ball?
Yeah, I think most of the teams we play are going to try to take him away, and and so we got to make sure that we try to do some things that give him a chance to get the ball. And then he's a great rebounder, and that's where he gets a lot of his points. And so we just expect him to work hard and to battle inside, and and Westside will try to take him away tonight as well.
Do you feel good, and does he feel good about his production? Only 4 points last night, but I had him with like 16 or 17 rebounds and 5 or 6 blocks.
Oh yeah, he knows that he didn't score a lot, but he helped us in other ways, and and all he cares about is if we win as a team, and and that's the good thing about him.
Coach, I know I've asked this every time, but does it mean any different having the nephew Stockton and brother Tyler on the other bench?
Not really. We want to win, but it's basically another team, and even though you're playing against your brother and your nephew, but when they're not playing us, we hope they win. But the 2 games that we play with them throughout the year, we definitely want to win.
You going to be in trouble tonight being in a basketball game rather than doing something for your wife on your anniversary?
No, she's used to it.
27 years, she better be.
Right, yeah. She knows that I'd probably be at a basketball game on January 5th, so she's used to it.
You want to tell her anything?
Just that I love her and glad I've been married to her for that long.
She's put up with a lot, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
Coach Ashley Brown, anything else we should touch on?
I think that's all.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight against the Pirates.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach Brown. You've been tuned into the Ashley Brown Coaches Show, brought to you by T7 Propane. For all your propane needs, 435-793-4208. We're just about under 3 minutes away from tip-off and today's action, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. It's Rebel Basketball on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference.
You've been tuned in to the Rebel Basketball pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher in Montpelier. CPA for all your accounting needs at tax time. Give him a call at 208-847-2601. That's 208-847-2601. We're moments away from the Ned and Tammy Calder Goods on the Wood, the Rich County keys of the game, the Town of Woodruff starting lineups, and the Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off. In fact, as teams finish warm-ups and players and coaches and fans get ready for the national anthem and starting lineups, let's give you the Rich County keys of the game real quickly here. Excuse me. Number one is to set the tone. The Rebels did not do that last night against Bear Lake. Now, luckily, Rich did that in the second half, but it took a mighty comeback to get back into that game and earn the victory in overtime. Rebels have got to set that tone from the start tonight. Number two, the golden rule. Treat that ball like gold, take care of it like gold, limit turnovers. And number three, when life gives you lemons. That's Dylan Lemon, who last year against Rich scored 38 points total, so averaged 19 points a game against the Rebels in the two games, the two times that these teams played. He's back as a senior. You also got to watch out for Zach Hobson. He's another one to watch out for. But when life gives you lemons, shut them down. Those are your three keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. One more quick break. We'll be back with your starting lineups and opening tip right after this.
This is Rebel Senior Jordan Cook with coverage of Ridge High Basketball on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Coverage of Rich High School sports is also being made possible by Delmas Equipment. Repairing equipment for over 20 years, farming equipment assembly, and custom fabrication. The Thompson Ranch. Brian and Becky Thompson, promoting student learning and success in all areas. And Western Ag Credit, reliable credit for all things agriculture.
Welcome back to Rich High School. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. Call them now if you're looking to save some money during their filter sale, if you're looking for a new tractor or any other farm equipment. 208-852-3660. Let's jump right into the real quick Goods on the Wood, brought to you by Ned and Tammy Calder. Rebels on of course, the home team tonight. Second of two home games in a row for the Rebel boys. The girls will play tomorrow night here against North Summit. Rebels will be the home whites, West Side, and the road reds. They got the white numbers with the gold trim around the numbers. Good group of fans here tonight. I know there's a former Rebel getting married tonight, so there might be some folks out enjoying and celebrating that reception. Or not getting married tonight, but a reception tonight. Congratulations to Isaac Hopkin and the Hopkin family. Good group of fans. The student section is here. The pep band is out, and we are getting ready to roll. That's your Goods on the Wood presented by Ned and Tammy Calder. Jumping into your starting lineups, brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, Jason Peterson, and Secretary Lisa Bell. For the visiting West Side Pirates, Junior Stockton Brown, Senior Preston Clausen, Junior Dylan Robinson getting the start in place of the injured Cooper Hobson, along with senior Zach Hobson and senior Dylan Lemon. Those points per game numbers are what the Pirates scored against Jackson, a game that I happened to broadcast at the Flaming Gorge tournament. As for the Rich Rebels, seniors, top to bottom, Cameron Calder, Aaron Smith, Jordan Cook, Kenan Clark, and Nick Jarman. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, Jason Peterson, and Secretary Lisa Bell. I apologize, I'd been saying the wrong mayor and council members for the last several days at least. For the Independent Software Solutions opening tip-off, Hobson and Jarman wins the tip. Hobson got up a little quicker, but didn't quite get up to where the ball was. Rebels attacking left to right to start this game. The Rebels in the home whites. Cook out on the right wing. West side and what looks like a 2-3 zone defense. Keep an eye on that. Calder out on the left wing. Gives a ball fake. Nothing to do. Then kicks it back outside to Smith. Around to Cook. Jordan on the right wing. Dribbles toward his left. Picks it up and gives to Jarman. Back on the wing, Rebels reset the offense. Kenan Clark out there, had a nice game last night. 6 points, 7 or 8 rebounds. He goes up right here, misses the shot. Rebound tipped around and then saved by Preston Clausen. Quickly up court, Stockton Brown fires a long skip pass. Dylan Robinson out on the left corner, drives in and travels. Wanted to go up and do something. I didn't see him leave his feet, but the official did, and that's a first turnover of the game for West Side for either team. No score. Almost a minute gone by in the first quarter. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Up court quickly to Jarman against the full court press. Rebels work it back around to the right wing. And then back up top and a wing, back up top. Not a lot of movement. And against the zone defense, movement doesn't help you a whole lot. Calder attacks the hoop. His shot is blocked, but Smith comes down with the rebound or the loose ball. And Rich resets the offense. Clausen guarding out high on Smith. Westside has just switched to a man-to-man defense. Smith takes advantage, follows the screen, steps up and knocks down the triple. Rebels on top, 3-0. That three-point shot is brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy and physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark. 3-0, Rebels on top. Early candidate for the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. Down inside, Cooper Hobson in the lane, gets it up over Jarman, but misses a little strong. Jarman with the rebound for Rich. Cook up ahead to Smith, left corner, and he's called for the travel. Must have taken an extra step with the ball. I didn't see that. 6:08 left, first quarter, brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. Robinson across the top to Clausen. Hobson in the corner. Clausen hesitates, finds a lane, goes all the way to the hoop, misses with the left hand. Jarman skies for the rebound for the Rebels. Up ahead, Calder quickly back out to Smith. Cook looking inside. Jarman posted up for a moment. To help defense coming over from the side. Smith drives to his left, out on the wing, left side. Jarman fires inside for Clark. Ball stripped away. He gets it back. Pushes it. The strength goes up through a block attempt by Dylan Robinson, and he gets the roll. Kenan Clark with 2 points, and Rich is on top 5-0. Quick shot by Stockton Brown. Missed. Rebound tipped away from Clark to Jarman. Up ahead, Smith to Cook. Too far out in front, and it's out of bounds. Clark had good position in that rebound, but he's battling a little bit taller Dylan Lemon defensively. And Lemon, a big, long wingspan. He takes the shot from the right elbow, just outside about 15 feet. Clark has the rebound up ahead to Jarman. Nick goes up strong and off the glass and in. Jarman released real quick and jumped out there for the Rebel fast break. What a dish from Smith to get it out there to him. Timeout on the floor. Westside wants to talk about it as Rebels lead 7-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout as well and be back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It doesn't matter what season you visit Bear Lake. Make sure you always stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods. You'll find lots of great quality inventory at low prices, including guns and ammo. During the winter, you can rent cross-country skis, snowshoes, and buy your ski passes to Beaver Mountain. Pugstones is always the best place to get information about the area and purchase your hunting or fishing licenses. Everything you need with one stop at Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City.
5:02 left, first quarter. Our tip-off to start today's game was brought to you by Independent Software Solutions for all your business computer needs. And our pregame by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. He's based in Montpelier, and he'll help you out come tax time. Up top, Jordan Cook steps in front of a lazy pass, takes it the other way, and misses the layup. Rebound tipped out, Stockton Brown for Westside. Quickly up ahead, Lemon to the hoop, hangs in the air and gets the layup to go. Dylan Lemon with some impressive hang time following the Rebel miss. And Westside is on the board with about 4:40 left in the first quarter. 10 more seconds go by as the Rebels work it around, get it inside to Clark, who hangs in the air, fakes the shot, then dishes off to Jarman for the easy two. Great pass from Kinnan Clark, and the Rebels lead 9-2. Defense collapsed in on Clark, and Jarman the beneficiary. Lemon to the right side, pulls up and misses from the right angle. Jarman pulls down the rebound for Rich. That's already 4 rebounds for Nick Jarman, who's averaging 11 per game to go along with his 13 points. Jarman last year against Westside, at Westside in an overtime win for Rich, had 18 points, 20 boards, 13 and 16 in the win here at home. Cook at the top of the key, backs out to the timeline. Dribbles to his right, pick and roll with Jarman, throws it right into the hands of Zach Hobson. Coach Brown off his feet says, no, that's not what we were looking for. Hobson in the lane. Gets off his feet, kicks it back outside to Clausen, who drives, dishes off, nice pass. And Hobson, the easy two. Jarman went up to block Clausen's would-be shot attempt, and Clausen just dished it off for the easy two. Rebels down left corner. Calder dishes to Jarman, dribbles once through the lane, misses the shot. Clark had the rebound. He's fouled as he comes down. Ends up on the floor. Kinnan Clark with 2 or 3 rebounds already. And the Rebels on top, 9-4 with the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. That's your first foul of the ball game, and it's Zach Hobson, the guilty party. Westside with 1 team foul. Calder and Clark get a breather. Weston and Anderson into the game. Smith, left corner, receives the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound pass. They go to Jarman, back outside. Cook drives in, dishes off, swing it around. Smith, left corner 3, that rims around, no good, and Lemon pulls down the rebound for the Pirates. Clausen quickly up court, pushing the tempo all the way to the basket and in. With the right hand on the left side, Clausen pushing the tempo, and the Rebels falling asleep a little bit in transition. The lead is cut to 3. Anderson to Smith at the top of the key. Westside started in a zone defense, but they've switched to a man-to-man. Weston, top of the key. Smith, they swing it left corner. Cook, back up top to Smith. 2.5 left to go in the Pugstone Sporting Goods first quarter. If you're looking for any kind of sporting goods, also great information, especially during the winter recreation season. Jarman pulls up and shoots. Boy, you could hear the hack. He puts his arms out as the shot was missed, and Westside has the rebound. They go up inside and up and under. Dylan Lemon with the 2. Westside is within 1. 9-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels started out hot, led 7-0, but it's an 8-2 run since that point for Westside. Anderson out on the right wing, looking in. Smith was open for a moment, but there was no passing lane. Now he fires inside for Jarman. Nick goes up and hangs a little bit too long in the air, misses the shot. Rebound knocked away from Porter Weston. Pirates pushing the tempo, and Weston draws the charge. Yes, he gets in position as Lemon goes to the hoop. And a big foul there, a big charge drawn by Porter Weston. And that was a close one. Lemon comes up a little bit gimpy and limping up the floor. He says, I'm okay. And that's good to see. Austin Stewart, another big tall tree, checks into the game. Senior, number 21 for Westside. He's the tallest and longest of anybody on the team, and that's saying a lot with Lemon and Hobson out there as well. Hobson gets a break. Lemon still on the floor. Calder on the left wing, goes into the corner. Anderson, one dribble, kicks it back out. They swing it around. Trineri, who had some real good quality minutes last night against Bear Lake, scored a runner in the second quarter that helped Rich when they were really struggling on offense. Calder, left corner, west side, back to the zone. Calder, Trineri on the right wing. Nothing happening. They look inside. Anderson in the corner, back up top to Trineri. Kaysen looks left, goes back right to Anderson. Rich swings it around quickly. Calder on the left wing. Couple of dribbles, may have gotten away with a carry. Rich works it around. Anderson, right baseline, bounces back outside. A minute left in the game. Trineri throws high and threw it a little bit too high for Jarman. Rebels with 4 turnovers in the first quarter. Lead is just 1, 9-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Under a minute to go in the Pugstone Sporting first. And Wayne Beckstead, who just checked in, will bring it across the timeline for Westside. Beckstead starts left, goes right, follows the screen, passes inside. Calder steals it. A station in Randolph Steele. He'll take it all the way to the hoop. Goes up strong, can't quite get it to go, but he's fouled. And Calder earns a trip to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, where last night he helped the Rebels big time. Calder last night had 16 points, was 3 of 4 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. This season, shooting 58% from the line. First Bear Lake Realty free throw. The game is good. Nothing but net for Calder, who's averaging almost 6 points per game. That average went from about 4.5 up to almost 6 after last night's career night for Cameron. 42.2 seconds left, first quarter. Cameron hits them both. 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws through the hoop, and Rich is back up by 3, 11-8 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Stockton Brown, right wing, nothing happening. Gives to Beckstead. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Beckstead drives and then dishes off. Down underneath, hook around with the left-hand shot, no good by Hobson, and then a shot is blocked by Anderson. Kick to the corner for Westside. A fight for the rebound. It's knocked around, and Trineri corrals the loose ball. Cameron Calder up court, pulls up for 3 and drains it. Nothing but net for Cameron Calder. And it's 14-8. The Rebels put together a 5-0 run of their own. Stepping on the baseline is Dylan Robinson, and the Westside Pirates turn it over back to Rich. Great defense underneath. I believe it was Trineri who planted his foot on the baseline, used it as an extra defender. Anderson across the timeline with 2, 1, launches it at the buzzer, just before the buzzer, hits hard off the window and comes down to the Pirates as time expires. 14-8, Rebels with a lead at the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Welcome back to Rebel Basketball on KADQ, mylocalradio.com. The Rebels on top 14-8. The Westside Pirates at home of Rich, obviously, at Rich High School. And tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. If you're looking for farm equipment or homeowner models, remember nothing runs like a deer, and Stotts Equipment has the best in John Deere equipment. Call them today at 208-852-3660. That's 208-852-3660 for Stotts Equipment in Preston, Idaho. And one thing to keep in mind throughout tonight's game, Westside without one of their leading scorers. Cooper Hobson, averaging somewhere about 12, 13 points a game, maybe better. Not available tonight. He's been out the last 3 games. Now, incidentally, Westside has won those 3 games, but they recognize they need Hobson back, especially for the late season push and once they get into their region play. Pass into the middle, Hobson. This is Zach Hobson, kicks it back outside to Dylan Lemon. He'll drive the lane, and Jarman just waits and then stuffs it. That was Dylan Robinson, not Dylan Lemon. Jarman with his second block of the night. Rebels on top 14-8. Trineri in the left corner, dribbles up around the top of the arc, gives right wing to Calder. Westside back into a man-to-man defense. Calder looking for the pick and roll with Jarman. They have a mismatch for sure. Trineri left open, launches the 3 and it misses. Westside, the rebound to Robinson. He'll push up court, bounce across the lane. Stockton Brown back inside to Lemon. He's stripped by Calder, but it goes outside and Hobson picks it up. Zach goes to the basket, makes the shot and the foul. And Zach Hobson has a chance for the 3-point play. It was Jarman on the foul, reached out, got him on the arm, partially blocked the shot. Hobson fought through it and scores the bucket. Free throw coming. This is the first free throw of the game for Westside at 7:05 left in the second quarter. It's brought to you by J-Bar Auto in Randolph. High-quality service at a fair price. That's J-Bar Auto. Hobson's free throw well short. Anderson pulls the rebound down for the Rebels, and it's 14-10. Rich on top by 4. Trineri up the right wing. Anderson looking inside, nothing there. Westside looks like they're back in a man-to-man, or a zone defense, I should say, the 2-3. Weston swings it around. Trineri on the left wing, left corner. Calder, Trineri on the left wing again, lobs it across to Anderson. Rich looking around, trying to get it inside, get it to Calder in the short corner, dribbles a couple of times, back up top. 2-3 zone, packing the middle, keeping the Rebels from getting it into Jarman. Nick goes back up top to Anderson. They swing it around quickly. Rich moving the ball pretty well. Calder pulls up, misses a bit long, and Beckstead has the rebound for Westside. Pirates push up the left side. Beckstead back outside. Clausen for 3. It looks long. It's off the glass and in. Preston Clausen off the window. Zions Bank closes sometime around 3 o'clock here in Randolph, but it was open for that shot. 6:05 left in the second quarter. Porter Weston in the left corner. Rebels on top by 1 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Anderson dribbles right to Calder in the corner. Back to Jared. Looking inside. Calder fakes the shot. 1 dribble. He's in a little trouble. Lobs it back out to Anderson. Rich working it around this 2-3 zone defense. Rebels, for whatever reason, are much more effective offensively against a man-to-man. Good pass over the top. Jarman misses the shot. His arm was hacked. He throws his arms up in frustration as Westside pulls down the rebound. Clausen quickly up court. Beckstead into the lane. Kicks it back outside. Hobson launches the 3. It's short, and Trineri pulls down the Rebel rebound. He'll turn and push up court. Trineri up to the right wing. Calder for 3. Lets it go and lets it drop. Cameron Calder with his second triple of the game. 17-13 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. That is a Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointer brought to you by Dr. Dallas Clark. Beckstead dribbles right. Anderson with him in a man-to-man. He'll kick it back outside. Clausen for another 3. This one off the window. No. Well, off the window and down to Trineri, who launches a long a football pass up ahead to Calder, who released early. Trineri with the assist. Calder with the finish. And it's 19-13. Rebels up by 6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Maybe your play of the game. Brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Hobson trying to drop step in there, but nothing doing. Good D by Jarman. Clausen back out top to Robinson, and Coach Brown calls out Weber. That's Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates. Westside resets the offense. Clausen dribbles left, pick and roll, goes to the hoop. Jarman swats it away. Hobson pulls down the offensive board, and he's bumped by Calder. So Cameron Calder of Rich will pick up his first foul. The official 3 subs for Westside started to head into the game before getting the call from the official. He says, hold on, guys, hold on. Gets them back out, and now we'll bring them back in. The foul was on the floor. Rebels' second team foul. Calder's first personal. Stockton Brown to inbound for Westside. Jarman gets a little breather here. Reagan Huffner into the game. Clark, Smith, Cook, and Calder also on the floor. Lemon guarded by Huffner. Good defense. Kicks it back out to Brown. Skip it across the top. Beckstead on the left wing. 4:06 left, second quarter. Rebels up 19-13. Brown drives to the hoop, scoops with the left hand. He hop-stepped through the lane. A good move by Stockton Brown, and the finish with the left hand. 19-15, Rich up by 4. Cook to Smith, goes left corner. Calder wanted the 3, but defense was there. Kicks it back outside. Smith around to Cook for 3, and Jordan Cook knocks it down. Jordan Cook with the triple. 22-15, Rebels on top. A Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointer. Brown gets down to the baseline, fires it across, and Smith deflects it out of bounds. Another candidate for Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game from Cook. Calder with a pair of 3s. Aaron Smith with 1. Cook with 1 now. Down inside. Lemon, a little bit of a push. He may have wanted the foul, lost control, and lost it out of bounds. Westside's first turnover of the second quarter, brought to you by J-Bar Auto. Aaron Smith across the timeline, left to right. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, Rebels on top by 7, 22-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Smith picks up the dribble, 2-3 zone defense for the Pirates. Smith works it around. Clark on the left wing. Huffner and Calder working around down inside. Rebels reset the offense and look to set it up. Calder drives, gets the floater up off the glass too strong. Huffner, the offensive board. His putback is up off the front of the rim and down through. Reagan Huffner with the offensive board and the putback for Rich. 24-15, Rebels on top by 9. Stockton Brown, left corner, dribbles around the top of the arc to his right. A funny-looking right-handed hook shot pass to Beckstead. And Brown gets it back. He'll lob inside for Hobson. Good drop step, spin move, but he misses. Gets his own rebound and misses the putback. Jordan Cook with the Rebel rebound, and he's fouled as he heads up court. Got a West Side fan, or was that one of the coaches, fired up? Some Rebel fans laughing about the small outburst. 2:31 left in the first half. Dylan Robinson with the guilty party on the foul, his first personal. Clark swings it around to Cook, fakes the shot, gets a little penetration, high off the glass on the shot, no. Stockton Brown pulls down the West Side rebound up ahead and passes behind Clausen out of bounds. He looked right and fired left. Clausen had just cut to the hoop, to the basket, and Brown missed it behind him. West Side with a second turnover of the quarter. Rebels on top by 9. Pirates scored a quick 7 in the quarter, but they've been quiet the last couple of minutes. Smith lobs to Calder in the left corner. Cook back up top for Calder. Bounce to Clark. Left elbow jumper, a little too strong off the heel of the basket. A fight for the rebound. Huffner saves it, and then Lemon goes to the floor. Saves it. It rolls back court out of bounds off of Rich. Good hustle from both teams going for that basketball. Calder stops to say to the official, I don't think I touched that, sir. 1:46 remaining in this second quarter. Rich up 24-15. Coach Tyler Brown told me he wants to hold Rich to 50 or fewer points. Good hesitation by Zach Hobson. Clark flies by, and Hobson puts it up and in. Smith, Cook, long three from the top of the key. Good! Jordan Cook from downtown, his second pro physical therapy 3 of the ball game, and Rich extends the lead to 10. Double-digit lead for the first time in the ball game. Rich hitting from outside. Calder with a pair of triples. Cook with a pair. Smith with one. Lemon drive. Smith reached in as he drove to the hoop. And but the foul is on Reagan Huffner. Must have been a hand check on Huffner as Lemon drove toward the hoop. Reagan's first personal foul. Rebel third team foul. Zach Hobson gets a breather. Comes off frustrated with himself. So Brown inbounds to Clausen. Calder gives him a lot of space. Clausen will shoot the long 3 and knock it down. Preston Clausen with his second three-point basket of the game. Makes it 27-20. Smith left side. Calder says, I can match that. No, it rims around and out. Lemon pulls down the rebound for West Side. Cook fouls him from behind as he tries to pass. It's out of bounds. The official will just say, we'll give this to West Side with no foul. Hobson checks back in after a real short break, and Lemon will get a quick breather. The 2 trees in there for West Side now are Austin Stewart, Zach Hobson. Stewart at about 6'5", maybe 6'6", and a longer wingspan than that. Stockton Brown bumped by Cook, no foul called. Under a minute to go. Brown hanging out. Left corner, they give it to Stewart. Back outside, Clausen fakes the 3, now steps, follows the screen, step back 3, off the back of the iron, no good, but the rebound, Stewart fired back door to Hobson. He'll hesitate, miss the shot. Stewart another offensive board, and he's fouled as he looks to go up for the shot. I think the official says 2 shots. Jordan Cook picks up his first personal foul. Based on the last minute or two, maybe could have been his second or third, but we'll take it for just his first. Austin Stewart at the line, his first, right of the iron, off to the side, no good. West Side 0 for 2 from the line in the ball game. Rich 2 for 2. Not a lot of free throws at the Bear Lake Realty free throw line in this one. Austin Stewart, the senior, a second free throw coming. 32 seconds left, second quarter. Stewart's second free throw also off target. Cook tracks down the rebound for the Rebels, his third rebound of the quarter. And Stewart 0 for 2 at the line. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Rebels with the basketball and a 7-point lead. Smith to Cook up top, out near the timeline, out on the R. Cook Back to Smith on the left wing, follows a screen around the top. Aaron right corner to Calder, looking inside for Huffner. Can't get the passing lane. Now they do, but Huffner may have been held or just lost his balance by Austin Stewart. The pass too far out in front of Huffner, and the Rebels throw it away. Third turnover of the quarter. 7.4 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And Westside will inbound, get it to Stockton Brown. He pushes up across the timeline with 4, 3, 2 to Beckstead across the top of the arc to Lemon. He heaves it at the buzzer and misses just off the right side. And at the half, it's the Rebels 27 and the Pirates 20 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rich on top by 7 over the 2A Westside Pirates. Exciting, fast-paced, fun first half. We've got your halftime show coming up, brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. This second quarter was presented by J-Bar Auto, high-quality service at a fair price. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes with the halftime show on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Whether you own a business or run a household, understanding where your money goes can help you improve overall financial stability. It can also help you reduce stress and help you plan for the future. Certified public accountant Gary Tusher understands money, income, expense, taxes, investments, assets, depreciation, and more. Make sure when it comes to your financial security, you're working with the best. Gary Tusher, CPA, serves business customers and private individuals. Call Gary Tusher, CPA today.
Welcome back to the half for the Rebel drill team performing. They've got state drill competition coming up in about maybe a little bit less than 1 month. And they are performing here at the half, where the Rebels lead 27-20 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Cameron Calder looking to one-up his 16-point performance last night against Bear Lake. And Calder with 10 points in that first half. He had 2 threes, a couple of free throws, and a layup as well out on a fast break. And the Rebels lead 27-20 on the Westside Pirates. Our halftime show is presented by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Shout out to our watchers in Oregon. You better be cheering on the Ducks as well tonight, guys. I don't know if the Ducks are playing, but cheer on the Ducks. Rebels leading West Side. We'll be back with the Town of Randolph first half highlights after this on Rebel Radio KADQ FM 98.3 with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Randolph is located near the geographic center of Rich County, Utah, on a high plateau with an average elevation of 6,300 feet. The first group of settlers, led by Randolph H. Stewart, camped on a knoll south of the present town site on March 14, 1870. Randolph is a town of extremes, from 90 degrees in the summer to minus 40 in the winter. The folks who live here are also extreme, extremely loyal, extremely friendly, and extremely supportive of our youth. Good luck to all the Rich Rebels this year from everyone at the town of Randolph.
Back at Rich High School for the Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show. Dr. Sean Grohl providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Time for some Town of Randolph first half highlights. Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from the mayor, board members, and town clerk. Gave a shout out to the friends in Oregon, and Ducks playing the Beavers tonight. Civil War in basketball, so go Ducks. The Rebels leading 27-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard as the Rebel pep band takes it away. Rebel boys basketball team back out on the court. They were led in that first half by Cameron Calder's 10 points. He's come on strong the last two nights, and we'll hope that continues. Jordan Cook having a nice night. Second quarter scored 6 points. Nick Jarman, West Side and Bear Lake know the Rebels so well that they just know how to slow down and prevent Jarman from getting many points. But he's getting it done in other aspects. Four rebounds, 2 blocks. Kenan Clark, 2 points, 3 rebounds as well. Preston Clausen leading the way for West Side. He's got 8 points. Zach Hobson, 6. Dylan Lemon, 4. And the Rebels on pace for about their season average in points. West Side averages 59 a game. Rebels have got them on pace for well below that, on pace for about 40. So good defensive first half for Rich. We're going to take one more quick break on the Comprehensive Family Dental halftime show. These first half highlights and stats have been brought to you by the Town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Bridget Pugmire, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. We'll be right back after this with the third quarter action on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming offers a family dinosaur dig and vacation package that includes digging for fossils at the Wyoming Dinosaur Center, sack lunches, tours of the museum, and lovely clean rooms for a comfortable night's stay. With 3 restaurants to choose from, you and your family will have fun, eat well, and rest easy. Schedule your family dinosaur dig at the Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming today. Call 866-657-1604. We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cash Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
When you have dental care done, you let the dentist and the hygienists into your personal space. It's important that you and your family trust that your dentist will provide professional care in a comfortable atmosphere. Comprehensive Family Dental is a family-owned and operated business that understands how important this trust is. 2 locations make it convenient for you and your family when scheduling appointments. When it comes to your dental work, expect the best. Call Comprehensive Family Dental today at 435-793-2210.
Back at Rich High School and the halftime show brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl with offices in Randolph and Hiram, Utah for your convenience. That's Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl. Daughter Kiara Grohl and the Lady Rebel basketball team will be in action tomorrow night hosting the North Summit Braves. And boy, that'll be a tough one. Rebels will have to be on their best to compete and hopefully beat the Braves. But that's a very good North Summit team. They've got sophomore Kennedy McQueen averaging better than 20 points a game. They beat Tabiona a couple of weeks ago by 26 or 27 points. That's a very good North Summit team. Rebels will host them tomorrow night. Our pregame starts at 6:30 right here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. We'll tell you a little bit more about what's coming up the rest of this weekend during our post-game show brought to you by Saby Trucking. Rebels have it to start this third quarter. And the third quarter action is brought to you by Epic Recreation. Kenan Clark with a nice move, drives by the D, misses with the left hand. Jarman, the offensive board, putback is good. Boy, I love that move by Kenan Clark. And Jarman with a little cleanup. Rebels on top by 9. Now a steal from Aaron Smith, but he can't get to it out of bounds, lost his balance, and a little collision with the official. Some chuckles and laughs from fans and teammates. As Westside will inbound, Stockton Brown goes in to Hobson, Clausen, Robinson, and Lemon also on the floor. Hobson with it, drives, too strong off the glass, and Clark pulls down the Rebel rebound. Up ahead, Jordan Cook, open 3, too short. Rebound, Calder tips it to himself. Cameron Calder continues to play great. Aaron Smith outside for the 3, and Aaron knocks it down. A Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointer. Rich leads 32-20 off that second chance points. Stockton Brown for 3, right corner, no, over the top, and Smith tracks down the Rich rebound. He'll fire it ahead, one-hand pass, John Stockton style to Jordan Cook, who misses from the right side, contested by Stockton Brown, and the rebound for Dylan Lemon and the Pirates. He'll dribble up court, cut off defensively, step back 3 short, rebound out to the corner. Dylan Robinson tracks it down, gives back to Lemon. Up top, Brown for 3 from straight away. That one rims around and out, and Jordan Cook has the Rebel rebound, his 4th of the game. 32-20, Rebels up by 12. Up right wing, Aaron Smith, another 3! You got it, Aaron Smith with his 3rd triple of the ball game, and the Rebels open up the third quarter with an 8-0 run and lead 35-20 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Coming out fired up, the Rebels on top by 15 with 6:34 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Timeout on the court, we'll be right back.
This is Rebel Senior Cameron Calder. Thanks for tuning in to Rich Rebel Hoops on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
Make this winter epic when you rent from Epic Recreation in Garden City, Utah. We rent cabins, snowmobiles, snowcat razors, snow tire bicycles, snowshoes, and more. Thank goodness winter is long, because at Bear Lake, we make it epic. Call us today and book your epic adventure at Bear Lake. Recreation and lodging packages available year-round. Call Epic Recreation today or book online at epicrecreation.net.
Back in the Epic Recreation third quarter, a timeout from Westside after the Rebels open up a 15-point lead. That was an 8-0 run to start the quarter for the Rich Rebels. 2 threes by Aaron Smith and an offensive rebound and putback by Nick Jarman. 6:34
left in the third. Rich up by 15. Let me get that Stacy's Repair scoreboard back up there for you if you're tuned in online at mylocalradio.com. Pass deflected by Calder into the hands of Clark. Rebels force a turnover, get a station in Randolph takeaway, steal. Smith on the right wing, bounces to Jarman. A lot of contact. He goes up for the shot, and a jump ball is called, and he just taps or just tosses the ball behind him. That one, boy, that looked clean. I like the Rebel fans didn't like the call, and I'm sorry to Rebel fans, but boy, that looked like a good clean block, a good defense from Westside. 6:09, Jordan Cook gets away with a slap. You could hear the smack, but knocks the ball away into the hands of another Pirate. They go back door to Stockton Brown, and there's a makeup call as Cook gives Brown just a little bit of a bump on his way to the hoop, and Cook picks up a second personal foul. First team foul of the second half for either team. Inbound play for the Pirates. Lemon goes into the corner looking for Hobson, and Jarman reaches in like a defensive back, knocks it away out of bounds. And Westside maintains possession. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Just underway in the third quarter, brought to you by Epic Recreation. Westside goes down inside to Lemon, and he turns around and goes up high, puts it over Clark and in. Dylan Lemon with 6 points. And the Pirates take almost 3 minutes, well, 2.5 minutes to get on the board in the third quarter. Jordan Cook drives in, goes strong up over Zach Hobson, and Cook with the finish. 37-22, lead back to 15. Hobson for three from straight away, knocks it down, nothing but net. Zach Hobson, who has 9 points, the big fella doing it from outside. 37-25, Rebels lob it into Jarman. He'll fade away and hit it off the window. It's good. 39-25, some furious pace scoring here. Stockton Brown drives in, kicks it back out to Lemon. He spins in the lane, dishes back out to the corner. Hobson puts his head down, lowers the shoulder, loses the dribble, and the Rebels come up with it. Smith inside, gives to Cook. He'll go up strong. Shot blocked, but a foul as well. And Cook will go to the free throw line. And boy, Hobson, he just lowered the shoulder and tried to drive through the defense and lost the dribble. 4:57 left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter, and Jordan Cook at the line. Wayne Beckstead, the foul, his first personal. Cook hits the first. Jordan last night in the win over Bear Lake, the Rebels needed every one of his 7 of 8 free throws. All 7 of his points in the game came from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. He's got 2 more tonight from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, and Jordan Cook has 10 points in the ball game. Rich on top, 41-25, a 16-point Rebel lead, biggest of the ball game. Beckstead, top of the key, way out there, gives to Hobson on the left wing. Hand off to Brown. He'll lob inside, looking for Lemon, and Clark goes up and tips it away. They underestimated Kinnan Clark's leaping ability. A station in Randolph steal. Rebels go to Calder inside. A lot of contact. He ends up on the floor on a block shot, and Zach Hobson has it for Westside. He drives up court, dishes to Stockton in the corner. His shot is missed. Clausen comes down, loses the ball as he went to the floor. Westside fans probably wanted a foul as Clausen came down on Clark. Westside saves it, and they'll inbound from the sideline. 4:19 left in the Epic third. Clausen across the top, Stockton Brown gives left corner. They pass it in, ball deflected out. Cook dives on it, kicks it off to Clark. Calder in the middle, Jarman up strong, hits the shot, and the foul, count it. The foul and the finish. Jarman heads back court. He thought the official was calling a charge. Jordan says, the basket counts, son. Get back there and shoot your free throw. Nick Jarman thought it was a charge. So did Stockton Brown, pleading his case with the official. But Jarman gets the bucket and the foul shot. Cook in the lane, lining up for the rebound, giving a little nod like, yeah, that's right, that's right. As Jarman hits the Bear Lake Realty free throw, everything going the Rebels' way right now. 44-25, Rich on top by 19. Clausen drives, gets in the lane, shot up, blocked by Jarman. The rebound comes down to Stockton Brown. He goes up. Great use of his body to jump into the defense and push him off a bit. before coming down or before going up and hitting the shot. 44-27. Cook to Smith, man-to-man defense for the Pirates. That'll change things up a little bit for the Rebels. Clark, right corner. Calder fakes the three, then bounces into Jarman, and a reach-in foul by Stockton Brown. He fixes the hair in frustration as he picks up his first personal, I believe, in the ball game. Third West Side team foul. Anderson and Weston check into the game. Clark with a great third quarter so far. Gets a breather. Calder gets a breather as well. Anderson in the left corner. Dribbles once and gives to Smith. West Side back into a 2-3 zone. Smith thinks about a long three. Instead gives to Anderson. Jared back to Smith. Rebels work it around the top of the arc. Long skip pass to Anderson. Quick to Jarman. Back out to Smith. Work it around. Cook tries to drive. He's cut off and goes back outside to Smith. Rebels on top 44-27 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Skip pass to Cook in the corner. He'll lob inside for Jarman. He'll kick it across the lane. Anderson, a dangerous pass into the middle. It's taken away by West Side, and then Lemon is fouled as he took the ball away for the Pirates and was knocked to the floor by Jared Anderson, I believe. Anderson picks up his first personal. Rebels being a little too unselfish there. Jarman may have had a shot. Anderson may have had an opportunity to shoot. But those extra passes, and the Rebels give it away. Pass down to the right side. Clausen misfires looking for Brown. And the Pirates give it right back to Rich. Jordan Cook to inbound. Gets a little chuckle from the official. I get the feeling he's the type of guy that knows how to work and just associate with an official. Cook, Smith steps up, shoots the three. It's a bit short. Jarman skies for the board, puts it back up and in off the glass. Nick Jarman with 9 in the quarter, and it's 46-27. Quickly the other way. Pirates work it around. Lemon, open three, left wing, too long. Back of the iron. Smith, the rebound. Terms trying to pass it up court, but is in some traffic and just has to give it off to Anderson. Swings it around. The Rebels will patiently just work it. Smith to Cook, back to Smith at the top of the key. West Side into a man-to-man defense. Robinson in tight on Anderson. Jared drives by him and kicks it back out to Smith. Aaron thought about the three and passed it up with the defense out on him, and Wayne Beckstead, the sophomore. Cook across the top to Anderson. Again, Robinson goes for the steal. Anderson turns and goes by him, and Robinson bumps him. Little hip check. Dylan Robinson will pick up a second personal foul, and Rich will inbound from the sideline of the Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Watch throughout this second half for our station in Randolph steals. Oh, and Jarman is blocked by Dylan Lemon. Boy, Lemon with some good hang time. He'll go all the way to the other end of the court and miss the shot. Jordan Cook pulls down the Rebel rebound, and he pushes the tempo. Gets inside, goes up strong with the left hand, and got it to go. Jordan Cook got it over Lemon, got it over Hobson, and in, not Hobson, but Austin Stewart. 48-27, Rebels up by 21 with 1:26 left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. We're also looking for our Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. Robinson into the lane, fades away, and Jarman stuffs that one, but it's right into the hands of Lemon, who puts it up and in. But Jarman, a lid on Lemon's, by Robinson's basket shot attempt. Jarman's third block of the game. Smith to Cook on the left wing. West Side back into a 2-3 zone. Aaron, right side to Jarman. Rebels trying to spread things out a bit. Then they get it to Weston inside. One dribble. Kick it across the lane. It's deflected, but Anderson comes up with it. He goes in the lane. He's hacked, goes to the floor, but West Side comes up with the loose ball. Robinson, left wing three. Too strong, and Cook pulls down the Rebel rebound. He turns, starts to dribble, and he's bumped by Robinson. Dylan Robinson will pick up a third personal. That was Jordan Cook's third rebound of the quarter, sixth of the game for Rich, who leads 48-29. We're also looking for our Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game. Third quarter's been big on points in the paint. Nick Jarman with 9 points all in the paint except for the one free throw. That's just outside the paint. Cook around the left side, reach in by Clausen. Easy call there. As you can see, Cook, his whole body was jarred just a little bit. Clausen picks up just his first personal, but it's a West Side sixth team foul. Cook looks to inbound. Fires a long pass to Anderson. Jared gets by the D, goes up strong, but a little too strong on the shot as well. And Dylan Lemon pulls down the west side board. Clock has not started, stuck at 33.3. So the officials stop the game action for a moment. The officials discussing how much time should be taken off because Rich inbounded, drove to the hoop. Westside got the rebound on the miss, took it up court. Probably ought to be down below about 20 seconds. 5 seconds. Oh, the officials say take 5 seconds off. That's pretty generous. I'd say you'd have to take off at least 10 or 12, but they'll take off 5 and put it at 28.0. That's all right. Give a little extra time. We'll see what Westside does with it. Play for the last shot or try to get a couple quick shots. Beckstead to his left, bounces inside. Lemon, turnaround, short corner jumper is good. Dylan Lemon, it's a very soft touch. He's got 10 points, 48-31, and now will Rich play for the last shot. Westside putting on a half-court trap. Rebels pass long ahead to Weston to get out of it. Porter goes to the hoop. His shot is blocked, but Rich has the rebound. Aaron Smith. Aaron will kick it back outside. 3-2. Porter Weston on the right side. Puts it in off the window, and the buzzer sounds. Porter Weston just in time. And the Rebels at the end of 3 open up a monster lead. 19 points, 50-31 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Coach Tyler Brown told me his team has struggled in the third quarter. That was certainly the case tonight. 50-31, Rebels on top at the end of the Epic Recreation third quarter. We'll be right back with the fourth right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to parts and service, don't rely on anyone other than the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. The professional mechanics and parts department team have the experience to help you with whatever you need. When you need to add a winch, get an extra belt or spark plugs, winterize, repair or replace tires, or have a rebuild, they can help. Whatever you need, gift ideas, parts, accessories, or a great mechanic, you'll find it all at Cash Honda Yamaha in between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Fourth quarter, possession arrow gives it to the Rebels to start. Rich on top, 50-31. Anderson dribbles around the top, looks left, looks right, back to Calder in the right corner. Cameron had 10 points in the first half, a little quiet in that third quarter. Aaron Smith fakes the three, gives to Weston. Porter with one dribble, goes back outside to Aaron. Rebels showing some patience here against the west side 2-3 zone defense. Clark in the right corner. 30 seconds gone by in this final period, brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Calder into the middle, ball knocked loose through the legs of Clark, but he tips it back out to Cameron. Aaron gives it again to Calder in the corner, missed the left wing three, and Dylan Robinson has the west side rebound. Quickly to Clausen. He'll try to drive on Anderson and muscles his way through, but Anderson blocks the shot attempt. We've got to take a quick break for a legal ID.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Anderson with the block. Clausen will inbound for west side. Looking still. Now fires way out high. And it's almost out of bounds, but Wayne Beckstead able to track it down out by this Rebel student section. He'll come across the timeline, give to Robinson, pick and roll, bounce into the middle. Weston knocks it loose, but Stewart comes up with it and then is fouled on the shot. And Austin Stewart will go back to the free throw line, I believe. Yes, he'll shoot 2 free throws. He went 0 for 2 in the second quarter on a trip to the free throw line. Stewart, his first. Good rotation on the ball, back rotation, but that's a little too strong. Back of the iron, pops to the front and pops out. A second free throw coming for Stewart, who hasn't scored in the game. Toes the line, hits the shot, his first point. 32 points now on the board for Westside, trailing Rich by 18. Anderson to the left wing, back up top. Smith looks right, fires across to Calder. Looking inside, he finds Weston. Long pass across the lane. Clark fakes the shot, drives in the lane. He's hit, puts up the shot. He's called for a travel. Oh, my. He traveled because he was hit. And the Rebels turn it over for just what I've got, an 11th time in the ball game. And Rich taking care of the ball better tonight than they did last night against Bear Lake. Left wing, Clausen gives in to Hobson, working against Clark, and he's fouled by Jared Anderson coming in on help defense just before he passes back outside to Clausen. It is Anderson on the foul. Jared's second personal, Rebel fourth team foul. With 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Westside again inbounds. Clausen goes to Hobson. He'll drive in the lane. Missed the shot, gets his own rebound, misses with the left hand. Another offensive board by Dylan Robinson, and he puts it back up and in. Rebels better not get complacent here. This is a Westside team that can score a lot of points. Weston in the lane, goes up strong, and too many tall trees in there. Hobson and Stewart both there, contest the shot, block the shot. Westside comes up with it. Clausen shoots the three. It's off the heel of the basket and then plops down through. And Westside is on a 6-0 run. Rebel lead is down to 13 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 5:59 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
As the hospital closest to Bear Lake, professional medical care is always available at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. As a full-service hospital, Bear Lake Memorial offers an emergency room that's open 24/7. They treat patients of all ages. Other professional services include physicians' clinics, assisted living, home health services, counseling, dialysis, physical, occupational, and speech therapy, orthopedic care, and skilled nursing. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Rebels have led by as much as 21 points. It was 48-27 late in the third. Westside has cut that lead down to 13, and they'll put on a full court press as Rich comes out to inbound. Anderson, Smith, Calder, Clark, and Weston on the floor. Rich breaks the press without too much issue. Ahead to Clark. He's in the corner, looks around, picked up the dribble, has nowhere to go. Now he'll pull up for the shot to avoid a 5-second violation, and Westside pulls down the rebound. Lemon puts his head down, goes to the hoop, runs through Porter Weston, and puts the shot up and in. So Lemon with another bucket. Has 12 in the game, and Coach Ashley Brown calls a timeout as the lead is down to 9. Or down to 11 rather, 50-39. We'll keep it right here for this timeout and do the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. Our camera tonight is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for beachfront or a room with a view, a secluded mountain retreat, maybe a timeshare opportunity, visit bearlakerealty.com. Rebel student section over across the way. Well, fans filling up the bleachers on that side, and to my left, thank you, Gary and Amber McKee and Garden City, sponsors of our camera for Rebel basketball. 5:37 left to go. Westside on an 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Rebels went on an 8-0 run to start the third. Rich entered the third quarter with a 7-point lead. They pushed that out to 15. Westside battling back. They are not giving up. They were down against Evanston, 16 points with 2 or 3 minutes left to go last month at the Flaming Gorge Classic, and Westside climbed to within 4 in those, I think it was about 2 minutes. Or by the time there were within those 2 minutes before the game ended. Anderson inbounds to Smith. He'll dribble a couple of times. Trap comes, bounces across the lane to Calder. Cameron back to Aaron. He'll push up court, dribbles through some traffic, up ahead to Clark, back out to Anderson. Jared, a couple of dribbles. Rebels break the press and kick it back outside. Clark, a couple of dribbles, looking for Smith. Hands off. Aaron travels with it. Stutter stepped as he thought about setting up for a shot, and then decided to put the ball on the ground, on the floor with a dribble, but It was too many steps before he did. Second turnover of the quarter for Rich, which hasn't scored yet in this Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Clausen to Lemon, hands off to Robinson, a three-man weave. Dillon goes to the hoop, misses. Hobson tips the rebound to trying to tip it back in, misses, and Aaron Smith for the Rebels pulls down the board. Under 5 minutes to go in the Bear Lake Memorial fourth. Clark to Smith, looking inside. He's got Jarman. The pass high, but Nick goes up and gets it. Up with the left hand, misses. Clark tips the rebound away from Lemon and into the hands of Jarman for the two. Nick had 4 points in the first half. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 here in this second half, and 15 in the ball game. Rich on top, 52-39. A high pass for Westside, looking for Stockton Brown, is over his head to the bench. And it's Rebel basketball. First turnover of the quarter for Westside. I've got them with 10 in the ball game. Smith receives the inbound from Calder. Dribbles to his right. Double team coming. Gives to Jarman at the timeline. Calder bounces across the lane to Clark, who fakes the shot. Goes up strong against Hobson, but misses. And then Hobson pulls down the Westside rebound, and Calder fouls him. Cameron arms out to his side, saying, I didn't touch him, but the whistle still came. And that's a Rebel 5th team foul, Calder's second personal. 52-39, Rebels up by 13 with 4:13 left to go. And Jordan Cook checks into the ball game. He's down inside on Lemon. That's a mismatch of size. Lemon at 6'4", Cook about 5'10", 5'11" maybe. Jordan working hard against him. Lemon goes to the hoop, hits the shot and the foul. Jarman came in on the help defense. And Jordan Cook is called for the foul. He must have gotten Lemon on the arm. And Lemon with his chance for a three-point play. And a chance to bring the Pirates within one. He makes the free throw. And I said one. It's a 10-point game. 52-42. Rebels cross the timeline and a whistle. Something. Did the clock not start again? Rebels wanted a quick inbound and broke the press, but maybe they inbounded from the wrong spot. I'm not sure what the call was from the officials, but Rich will have to do it again. Another inbound play, and that's tough against this full court press. Cook goes into Smith, one dribble, double team, bounces across to Calder. Cameron quickly up court, hesitates, and then gives to Anderson in the left corner. Jared dribbles back out, and they give to Calder. Looking inside, nothing there. Back across to Smith. 52-42. Cook from the right corner. Three-pointer, yes! Jordan Cook, 15 points in the game. A pro physical therapy three-pointer from Jordan. And down inside, Calder tries to draw the charge from Stockton Brown, but a blocking foul is the call. Calder picks up his third. Excuse me, that was Cook's third pro physical therapy three-point basket of the game. We're in the 1-and-1 as that's a Rebel 7th team foul. So Stockton Brown has 1-and-1 free throws. With Rich on top by 13, 3:31 left to go. Brown's first is good, and he earns a second. Stockton, younger brother of Peyton Brown, sons of Coach Tyler Brown. 5 points in the ballgame, make it 6 as he swishes the second free throw through as well. 11-point Rebel lead, 55-44. Inbound to Smith, fakes a quick pass, dribbles into some trouble and throws it away to Lemon, who saves it back to Beckstead. Fires right corner, Dylan Robinson for three. No, off the front of the rim. Cook pulls down the Rebel rebound. Jordan heads up court. A long pass for Calder, who's bumped as he tries to come back to it. And Beckstead, nope, Robinson comes up with the loose ball, and he's fouled by Cook going for the basketball. Jordan Cook with his fourth, I believe. Yes, scoreboard. Stacy's Repair scoreboard confirms that. Rebels with 3 turnovers in the quarter, and a big part of that is the west side press. So back at the free throw line is Dylan Robinson. I don't know why I say back. This is his first trip to the free throw line in the ball game. Robinson, a few dribbles, the shot, and the 1-and-1 front end no good. Jarman with the rebound. He's hacked and then gets the pass, the outlet pass away to Anderson, who dribbles away from traffic and then gives to Smith. For Nick, that's, I believe, an 8th rebound in the ball game. Smith across the top to Calder. Knocked away from Cook, out of bounds. 55-44. Rebel lead is 11. This one's suddenly gotten pretty intense with Westside putting in the full court press, trying to come back. Rebels inbound. Cook goes back court to Anderson. Jared dribbles to his left. To the left wing. Back up top to Smith. Rebels attacking right to left at mylocalradio.com. And Smith is bumped to the floor. He sold it well. 3 Pirates completing their case that they didn't touch him. It clearly was a bump. I don't know if it was enough for a foul, but Smith sold it well enough to draw the whistle. There was clearly contact. 2:42 left to go in this ball game. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, 4th quarter, and Aaron Smith at the line shooting 1-1. He makes good on the front end. Aaron with 10 points in the game, averages 13 per contest, plus a 1.5 rebounds, and he hits both free throws. And Rich extends the lead back to 13, 57-44. Watch out for Clausen. He can shoot from distance. He'll instead dish off to Lemon to shoot the 3. Ugly shot off the glass, and offensive rebound by Dylan Robinson, or by Wayne Beckstead rather. Back outside to Brown, guarded by Calder. Stockton finds a lane, drives, dishes off to Lemon. Step back 3 from the corner. This time it's good. And I said Lemon, it was Zach Hobson with his 2nd triple of the ball game to cut the lead to 10, 57-47 with 2:18 left to go. Rebels on top, and we'll take a quick break on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital 4th quarter.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
The Rebels had opened up a 21-point lead. It was 48-27 late in the 3rd quarter. But the Pirates outscored the Rebels, a quick 8-0 run to start the 4th, and Westside is within 10, 57-47. Coach Tyler Brown told me he thought for his team to win, they needed to keep Rich under 55 or 50 points. Rebels are at 57, 2:18 left to go. Rich facing the full court pressure. Anderson bounces into Cook. Jordan turns and heads up court. Gets past the D and passes ahead to Smith, but he traveled. He picked up the dribble looking for a pass. Thought he had somebody, but nobody was there. And walked before he could get the pass off. Cook guarding Stockton Brown as Beckstead looks to inbound. Clausen comes over to help out. Calder guarding the inbound. They get it into Brown. Stockton with 2:11 left to go. And Rich on top by 10. Brown, left corner. Hobson wanted the 3, but Jarman out on him. Brown instead on the left wing. Kicks it outside. Beckstead dishes again to Hobson, who goes into the lane. Hangs up, and Jarman stuffs it. Swats that thing out of here. Nick Jarman with his 4th block of the game, and the Rebels come away with the ball. Smith up to the center timeline. Dribbles across with 1:45 left to go. Back door finds Anderson. Bounce across the lane to Jarman, who hangs in the air and draws the foul with 1:39 left to go. A Westside fan pounded my broadcast table and shouted BS, and it's anything but. Jarman was in the air. Dylan Lemon jumped into him with the body. He also did not have his hands straight in the air. That's an easy call. 3rd foul, and Wayne Beckstead is the guilty party. I didn't see the contact from Beckstead. I just saw Lemon come in and foul. So with 1:39 left to go, Nick Jarman is at the line, and he hits the first. Jarman, a quiet first half, just 4 points, but he's got a total of 16, so 12 points here in the second half, and another Bear Lake Realty free throw coming. Visit BearLakeRealty.com if you're looking for real estate in the Bear Lake area. Second free throw, a bit short, rims out, and Dylan Lemon pulls down the west side rebound. Rebel lead is 11. Left corner, Robinson, the three over Calder, is a little bit too long. Anderson keeps the rebound away from Lemon, who I thought could have been called for a reach through, but was not. Anderson trying to save it, stepped on the baseline, and the Rebels give it back. 1:28 left to go. Inbound to Lemon. Clausen out on the right wing. Brown in the corner, inside to Lemon. Good use of the pivot step, goes up strong with the right hand and in. Lemon having a nice fourth quarter, has 6 points. 58-49. Smith crosses the timeline, pushing hard, kicks it right side. Calder into Jarman. He'll fade away. His elbow was hit, a late call, and Jarman says thank you. That was so clear. You could see the elbow got hit, just like a couple of years ago in the semifinals against Panguitch. The elbow got hit. Jarman goes to the free throw line. So Nick will get 2 free throws. The foul charge to Zach Hobson, his third. And Jarman hits the first. Puts it back to a 10-point Rebel lead with 1:06 left to go. Again, the Rebels led by as much as 21, but that lead has been cut down to 10, make it an 11-point Rebel lead as Nick hits both free throws and is 4 of 5 from the line today. Jarman with another block as Stockton Brown went to the hoop. Nick with his 5th block of the game. Had 6 last night in the win over Bear Lake, and Rich has the basketball. Brown fouls Smith as he heads up court. Aaron will get 2 free throws. We're into the double bonus. 51.4 seconds left to go. And Stockton Brown goes to the sideline as if he's fouled out. The official, in fact, just said fouled out. Is that 5 on him? No, it's 2. Smith's first, rims around and drops down through. The shooter's touch for Aaron Smith, who has 12 in the ball game, 3 pro physical therapy triples, and a handful of free throws as well. Kaysen Trineri over to check in, has 3 rebounds in the game as Smith hits the second free throw as well. The Rebels here in the fourth quarter, 7 of 8 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Nick Jarman heads to the bench as well as Reagan Huffner checks in, and Clausen shoots the 3, misses, and Trineri pulls down the Rebel rebound. Anderson across the timeline, gives to Huffner, back to Jarrett. Long skip pass across to Trineri, back up top of the key to Cook. If Westside's not going to foul here, Rebels can just play keep away for the next 30 seconds. Cook is fouled by Wayne Beckstead. Beckstead got him on the arm, knocked the ball loose as Cook was trying to start dribbling and head toward the basket. So Cook will earn 2 free throws. Wayne Beckstead picks up a 4th personal foul. And Rich back to the free throw line. Cook's had a career night. 15 points, 2 free throws coming. He's 2 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line so far in the ball game. First free throw here, no good, and that's my bad. I apologize, Cook. I cursed you by saying you were 2 for 2 so far. A little superstitious broadcaster's curse. Cook will get a second free throw. 28.2 seconds left to go. And Jordan takes his time, hits the free throw. Austin Stewart stepped in, so Cook would have gotten a second one had that one not gone through, but it falls. 3-point shot left side. Dylan Lemon hits it from the wing. Momentary little glint of a glimmer of hope for Westside. But the Rebels break the press with 10 seconds to go. Anderson plays keep away. Holding, gives to Trineri. Nope, still holding. Better get rid of it. Nope, time will run out. And Rich wins by 11. 63-52. The Rebels with a win over the Westside Pirates. That's a good Pirates team. That's a good Rebel win. Our fourth quarter has been brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. Rebels with the win, 63-52. Rich improves to 7-3 on the season. Westside dips to 6-4. Coach Ashley Brown gets the win on his 27th anniversary. Coach brother Tyler Brown suffers the loss. We'll take a quick break. Be back with our Sabey Trucking post-game show, including the Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play and shot of the game, plus the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap coming up when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Bear Lake's best information spot is Pugstone Sporting Goods, located at the four-way stop in Garden City. Find out where the fish are biting, where the best scenic trails are, winter or summer, plus all the other information you need to have the best time ever at Bear Lake. You'll also find hunting and fishing supplies, boat equipment, life vests, clothing, beach toys, sunscreen, souvenirs, and more. Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City, Utah, at beautiful Bear Lake. Stop in today.
Welcome to the Saby Trucking post-game show, brought to you by Scott and Diana Saby. Got plenty coming up in our post-game show, but first, the Jimmy John's Freaky Fest recap. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meat at 113 Front Street in Evanston. Rebels, after a overtime win against Bear Lake on Thursday night. Rich hosted Westside on Friday night. The Pirates came in at 6-3. The Rebels were 6-3, and Rich jumped out to a hot start in the first quarter, leading 14-8. Rebels extended that lead out to 27-20 at the end of the first half. Rich got some hot shooting from Cameron Calder, Aaron Smith, and Jordan Cook from outside, each of them with a handful of three-pointers apiece. In the third quarter, the Rebels pushed that lead out even further and led by as much as 21. It was 48-27 late in the third, but Westside battled back, never gave up. They had cut the lead down to 10, maybe got as close as 9 in the fourth quarter. They did at 58-49, but then Rich hit free throws down the stretch, 8 of 10 in the fourth quarter, and the Rebels win Rebels win 63-52 over rival Westside Pirates. An 11-point Rebel victory. Rich was led by Nick Jarman's 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks. Jordan Cook, 16 points to go along with 9 rebounds for Cook. And Aaron Smith, 13. Cameron Calder, 10 points. 4 Rebels in double figures. Rich beats Westside 63-52. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Great gourmet sandwiches, fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston. You're tuned in to the Saby Trucking post-game show. After the break, we'll have your Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, plus the Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot and play of the game. This is Rich Rebel Basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live streaming video at mylocalradio.com.
When you need to hire a semi, Saby Trucking in Woodruff, Utah is the place to call. Scott and Diana Saby have been serving customers across the nation since 2007. It's important to know that your loads are being handled professionally by honest, reliable drivers. The team at Saby Trucking reminds you, safety first. Don't text and drive. For all your long haul and short haul needs, get it there safely and on time. Call today, Saby Trucking, 435-503-0454.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The professionals at T7 Propane place their focus on safety, quality product, and excellent prompt service, so you can rest easy and enjoy the affordability and efficiency of propane. Serving residential and business customers every day, T7 would love to serve you as well. For all your propane needs, call T7 Propane in Woodruff, 435-793-4208.
Welcome back to the Saby Trucking post-game show. The Rebels with a solid win, which beats Westside 63-52. A nice win for the Rich Rebels on their home court. Rich improves to 7-4. It's time for your Town of Laketown sports update coming up. Also the Laziest Ranching look ahead coming up. But first, the Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game, and I'm going to give that to the Rebels in the fourth quarter. Rich was on top. They started the fourth quarter with a 19-point lead, but Westside rattled off 8 straight points and cut the lead down to 9, but Rich adjusted. Rather than staying complacent and allowing Westside to battle all the way back, the Rebels pulled things back together, took care of the basketball down the stretch, hit free throws down the stretch, 8 of 10 in the fourth quarter, and held on for an 11-point win. Again, the final of 63 to 52 over Westside. I had Rich finishing with 15 turnovers in the game, so that's 1 or 2, maybe 3 more than you want to have, but boy, you'll live with that if you, especially when you win the game. That's your Randolph Country Store adjustment of the game. The Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play and shot of the game came in the second quarter. Rebels outscored Westside just 13-12 in that quarter. Rich had a monster third quarter, including a couple of Aaron Smith three-point baskets. But in the second, the play of the game, Westside missed a shot. Kaysen Trineri pulled down the rebound, fired a quarterback football pass clear up ahead to Cameron Calder, who'd released early, and Calder finished with the layup. Calder was out in front of everybody. It was a great pass. It was looking back at Calder was a receiver, of course, for Rebel football, and it was a touchdown pass and catch, and Calder finished for the hoop. That was your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. The Rolling Kennedy shot of the game, we'll give that to, boy, I'm torn between one of Cook's 3 3-pointers, one of Aaron Smith's 3 3-pointers, or one of Cameron Calder's 2 3-point shots. The couple that I marked down were Cook's midway through the second quarter. Rebels were up by 4. His 3 made it 22-15. Aaron Smith's first 3-pointer of the game was the opening basket of the contest. That put Rich up 3-0, and Rich never trailed. So take your pick on one of those 2 3-point shots. A good performance from the Rebels. They found their accuracy from outside, from downtown. And that's your shot of the game, brought to you by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Again, our final score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard, Rich wins 63-52. Coming up on the Saby Trucking postgame show, we'll visit with Rick Larson, wrestling coach and principal at Rich High School, on the Town of Laketown Sports Update. That's just after the break on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
There's real power in enthusiasm. It spells the difference between mediocrity and having real, successful accomplishments. The mayor and town council from the Town of Laketown recognize the enthusiasm of the parents, teachers, fans, and students of Rich High School. Whether it's your education, athletics, academics, or even your daily chores, enthusiasm can make all the difference. Founded in 1997, the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho serves Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming and is proud to sponsor the students and staff at Rich High School. The Mound Valley Cattle Company is established on the foundation of hard work, commitment, and perseverance, knowing that every individual on the team must give their best for the team to succeed. The same principles that students and athletes at Rich High School are learning today that will help them lead tomorrow. The Mound Valley Cattle Company, 208-339-0614.
(63-52) the final score. Rich beats Westside on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Welcome back to the sports, to the Saby Trucking post-game show. Time for the sports update, brought to you by the Town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White.
Ryan Steineckert with Rick Larson, wrestling coach and principal at Rich High School. Rick, thanks for your time.
Thanks. Good to be with you.
Seems like it's been a while. I guess it's only been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. The Bear Lake duel that you guys hosted that Thursday afternoon. Looking back on that, how'd you feel like the boys wrestled?
I felt like we came out and wrestled hard. Bear Lake has a good, solid team all the way through. And, yeah, it was our senior night. It's our last home game. We had a great crowd, and kids came out and put on a good show.
Any individuals or any specific matches that stick out in your mind? You felt like the boys did well?
You know, a couple highlights. Corgan Conk dropped down the 113 weight. He's been approaching that weight all year because of his weight plan. He finally qualified for that weight. He wrestled a great match against Kyle Skinner. Ended up winning 2-1. it was just a good, hard-fought match all the way through. Both kids were very aggressive, but there weren't a lot of points scored, but it could have gone either way. So Corgan, he wrestled tough but smart at the end, guarded his takedown lead in the beginning, and that's all it took.
It was real fun to see Keegan Terry there in that third round get that throw and earn the win.
Yeah, Keegan Terry, he was down 7-0. He's a senior. This is his last home match, and there was, I believe, 30 seconds left, and he was getting frustrated. He turned to me, and I told him, sag headlock, just hit it hard. And he tied up with the kid, and poor kid's head came up, and he headlocked him hard and stuck him. So that was a great highlight for him. He's worked hard these 4 years, and to go out on a win like that, the crowd was, obviously screaming, and it was a great match.
Any other matches that stick out in your mind?
Wyatt Weston's been solid all year. He wrestled a pretty tough senior from Bear Lake. He's wrestled him twice before now, so it's kind of a duel back and forth. But, yeah, we got him at 220. Wyatt should be down to 195 at the Bear Lake coming up, so he'll even be more competitive at that weight. Another highlight, we didn't win the match, but Colton Hislop, a sophomore, wrestled probably arguably one of their best kids at 170. And, Colton came out and threw him to his back twice in the first round. 2 nice throws. Couldn't quite get the pin on it, and came back in the second and got thrown to his back and got stuck. But, he had him against the ropes, so that was a fun match to watch. Colton's going to be exciting to watch over the next couple of years just because of the physical nature of how he wrestles.
You'll see those same kids again this week, I imagine, at the Bear Lake tournament?
Yeah, we should see them all. We have a few more kids that are qualifying for lower weights, so it's going to change our lineup a little bit. Pretty excited about that. We'll be at weights where we can probably compete a little better. I would look at Wyatt Weston. Obviously, he should win that tournament. I would hope with the kids that are there. I would expect my other seniors to do well as well. So it's going to be a fun tournament. We always like going to Bear Lake. It's close enough that our fans can come watch and parents. So, yeah, we're excited to be there this weekend.
With the week off between Christmas and New Year's, just a couple of practices last week, right? Did you give them individual workout plan kind of things, or was it just an expectation of guys to keep working out, don't go too crazy on the food?
That's exactly it. The main thing is watch their weight. We'll get them back in shape. It'll take us 3 or 4 practices, but we'll get them back to where they need to be and keep progressing. Yeah, the main thing with the holidays is to not put on much weight. And the guys came in this morning and weighed, and it looks like we did pretty good. So we'll get them back in the wrestling shape this week. And it's always good to let those shoulders heal up, ribs heal up. It's not bad to take a week and a half off and before we hit it again. So it was a good break for all of us.
Anything else we should touch on?
Nope. We're excited for the second half of this season to come through, and our other teams as well.
Did you get to do anything fun, exciting over the Christmas break?
I took my grandkids to SeaWorld. So, yeah, it was fun. Nice break.
Rick Larson, wrestling coach at Rich High School. Thanks for your time, and good luck this week at Bear Lake.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Ryan.
Well, thanks, Rick. That was the Rebel Sports Update brought to you by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from Mayor Sim Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. You're tuned in to the Saby Trucking post-game show. We'll take one more quick break, and we'll be back to take a Lazy S Ranching look ahead at Rich County sports and activities. So you're tuned in to Rebel Basketball and the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When it comes to hard things in life, don't say, why me? Just say, try me. Remember, it's the tough things that make us the strongest. The cattle ranchers at Lazy S Ranching are proud supporters of the youth in our community. Sim, Joe Jean, Carol, and Millie Weston, along with Sim Jr. and Meggie, remind everyone to eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels. That's right. Eat more beef and cheer on the Rich Rebels.
Woodruff, Utah has a long pioneer history with a post office that has been in operation since 1872. Woodruff was named after Wilford Woodruff, the 4th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and is home to the Woodruff Steakhouse, a former Latter-day Saint office building that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Our rich pioneer heritage is reflected in all our students by their hard work and commitment to excellence in the classroom and in their sports.
Back for our final break on the Sabey Trucking post-game show. The Rebels with a win over Westside, 63-52 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Let's take a quick look ahead at Rich County Sports and Activities presented by Lazy-S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. Rich, girls get back on the court tomorrow, hosting North Summit. The Braves will be in town with the freshman game at 4, JV at 5:30. Our coverage of Rebel basketball tomorrow night starts at 6:30. Rebel wrestlers are also in action tomorrow at Bear Lake, and that's a tournament all day. Cowgirls, Wyoming Cowgirls basketball is at Boise State in the Taco Bell Arena, and pregame right here on KADQ starts at 1:30 tomorrow. Cowboys will follow versus Boise State. They're at home in the AA, and that game will be on our sister station, KNYN 99.1 FM. If you're looking for Cowboys basketball tomorrow night, pregame's at 5:30, and then again our Rebel basketball girls against North Summit pregame will start at 6:30 tomorrow night. Looking ahead a little bit to next week, and the next time the Rebel boys take the court, it's at Intermountain Christian. Region play starts next Friday for both the girls and boys basketball teams. We'll cover both those varsity games. Our pregame coverage starts at 6 o'clock next Friday night. A little bit more next week. On Tuesday, the 8th grade Career and Technical Education Pathways presentation is at 9:15 a.m. at Rich Middle School. Then at Rich High School, the same presentation at 11:45. And for the faculty at Rich High School, the presentation is at 3:30 on Tuesday afternoon. Also looking ahead to next Tuesday, the Cowgirls are back in action versus New Mexico. They'll be back home in the AA, and we'll have that coverage right here on KADQ. Pregame at 6 o'clock, tip at 6:30. Next Wednesday, January 10th, the Rich Middle School Honor Society induction is at 7 p.m., and the Cowboys head down to the pit. They'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico to take on the Lobos, and pregame starts right here on KADQ at 6:30 Wednesday night, January 10th. January 11th, the Rebel freshman teams, both the girls and boys, will be at Mountain View. 2 games, 2 gyms, I believe, both start at 6 o'clock. And then, as I mentioned, girls and boys at Intermountain Christian next week on Friday night. The pregame coverage starts at 6 o'clock, and then the boys and girls will return home to host Duchesne on Saturday night, and we'll cover those varsity games as well. So plenty coming up in Rich Sports and Activities. And again, it starts with tomorrow night's Rebel girls game hosting North Summit. This look ahead at Rich County Sports and Activities has been brought to you by Lazy-S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That wraps up our post-game show, brought to you by Sabey Trucking. Scott and Diana Sabey wishing the Rebels good luck. Once again, our final score on tonight's Stacy's Repair scoreboard, the Rebels 63, the Westside Pirates 52. Join us tomorrow night when the Rebel girls take the court against the North Summit Braves. 2A's 4th-ranked team comes to town. Tomorrow night, our pregame starts at 6:30 right here on KADQ and mylocalradio.com. For tonight's videographer, Rachel Steineckert, and our producer, Kate Bullender, back in the studio, I'm Ryan Steineckert. We'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned in to Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, by West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign of Evanston, the Wind River Hotel and Casino of Riverton, Wyoming, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder.
Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jay Kibbard, and production assistants, Kate Bullender and A.J. Lamb. Big thanks to all of our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time Rich High takes the court, go Rebels!